you made comment that local coaches cannot catch up with us like that. Do you feel your opinion was being misinterpreted?
Ideally, in any democratic situation, you are free to express your opinion on an issue. The beauty of it is that the moment the appointment is made, divergent views will have to culminate into one, and that is behind the appointment. We all have a collective responsibility to back the head coach, and to me, that is very important. People tend to forget that Parma, as a management committee member, is also being evaluated on its own strength and on its own weaknesses. If we also fail to deliver at whatever level that is expected of us, Ghanaians will judge me by our efforts. So people who always go into thinking that Parma will sabotage the head coach, I tend to laugh it off. If you look at the dichotomy between the technical and the managerial role that we all play, they don't ever meet. I've been on air and told people on several occasions that at any point in time when the management and the technical decisions are in conflict, it's the technical decision that reigns supreme, because that defines the direction of the team. We don't make call-ups. So how on earth will I say that this player that you have called up for this given game, we are not going to approve of it? We don't even have the mandate as a management committee member to double in that. So the roles are clearly defined. And in terms of logistical support, it's the government that gives the bulk of the funding to the FA. So how in any way could Parma interfere with the processes? So it's clearly established. The moment a decision is made, whether you express the contrary opinion to it or not, you are to back it. That is what we call collective responsibility.
As a member of the Black Stars
Party was in place. I was never part of the search party.
and the search party did not seek for the opinion of management committee.
No way. That is what people did not know. Dr. Usu Ansah, who was a member of the search party, passed the comment. Nobody spoke about it. I wasn't part of the search committee. I wasn't part of the decision-making process because we had a search committee in place. You expressed an opinion and people found something wrong with it. I find it as selective justice.
Do you still stand by your position that no local
I don't know your name. It's not an issue of whether you still stand by it or you don't stand by it. There is a divergent view, and the divergent view is that a coach has been appointed. So you are rally behind the coach, not your view.
But initially, your view was that no local
I say,
no
just go beyond your view to that of the collective opinion. That is the decision now. My view doesn't matter anymore.
So for now, your view doesn't matter, but you just go by what the crowd is following.
It's not what the crowd, what the FA, the decision the FA took, the decision the executive committee took. You have to stand by it. Why would you be in your own island and try to operate as if there is nothing happening? I'll be so stupid to even go into that thinking. It will be proper for you to understand that in any democratic environment, majority have their say.
Then what influenced your decision to...
If you had listened to the interview well, you would know exactly what I was driving at. I said nobody was cast in the mode of CK Jemfi and Osam Dudu, and people misdirected it. These were my exact words. Nobody was cast in the mode of CK Jemfi and Osam Dudu.
So in other words, as we speak currently...
Is it proper for us to move to another issue rather than, harping on that? Because I've already, explained that.
Okay. Touching on the next Black Stars team, we hear...
Coach to name his team about 2 days to the competition. He has already submitted a list because by FIFA regulations, we are supposed to meet statutory requirements before the players are released. So as we speak now, I know that a list has been submitted to the FA Secretariat. But as I've told you, on all technical issues, it's the head coach who is in charge of it. So I've not even taken the trouble or the pains to know those who have been invited, because the moment I try to get close to it, there'll be either conflict of interest or I'm trying to poke my nose where I shouldn't be. But I know for a fact that a list has been submitted. The coach has sent his program for the Ethiopian game, and he has clearly indicated that he wants the game to be played at the Kumasi Sports Stadium, Appiah. All these things, I'm privy to it because I'm a member of the committee. And I'm of the view that it's a good starting base, because if I know a terrain very well, wherever I want to fly, that will be the spot that I'll pick on to take off. That is what pilots do whenever they are taking off. And to me, the choice of Kumasi is very important. If you look at the second coming of Kwesi Appiah, there's a remarkable distinction between the first time and this now. He wants the fans to be part and parcel of all his decisions. And if I'm in his position, I would have taken the same decision of taking the match to Kumasi, because that's where I started off. That is where I'm known better. And I can easily derive the support from the rank and file within Kumasi. So to me, it's a very good decision. When it was brought to the management committee, we never opposed it, we okayed it, and we are strongly behind it.
You said the list had...
Let me tell you this, never has any member interfered with the process unless there is an information to the effect that a player has been banned or is serving a ban or the player is injured. That is where the medical team will come and point it out to the head coach that this player that you have called up, these are the difficulties that he's going through, and for that matter, he's not available for the match. It could even be that the person has been injured over a given period. We experienced that in the previous with the previous head coach, that's Avram Grant.
So have you gotten closer to the list? Maybe.
No. I don't want to bother my head with it. You see, people don't know this. At a point in Gabon, during the tournament, George did not know of the selection to a game. We only got to know at the time that information was being released to the media. So when you call George and George tells you, oh, I don't know those who are featuring in this game, you may feel he's not trying to be frank with you. But on the field of, the reality was that we're not shown the list prior to the competition. Because we don't dabble on technical matters. We concentrate on managerial issues.
Okay. Thank you.